So as we know that the speed, if you are just like a starting and braking, we have to consider about the speed tracking also. So if you want to control the speed of any induction motor, first you should know what is the current rating and what is the torque rating of that particular motor. So as we know that the speed of the motor can be reduced by reducing the stator voltage of the particular induction motor. So how best we can reduce the stator voltage? So first if you want to control the stator voltage, you should keep in our mind that the equivalent circuit of our induction motor, supply voltage or supply source, then followed by the stator resistance, stator dependent rotor resistance, and the mutual inductance, and followed by the load. So this is our equivalent circuit of an induction motor. So we derived equations for the voltages, for the torque, for the speed, for the current of induction, for the current of the stator current, and equation for the stator dependent rotor current, and for maximum torque. So we have derived the equations in our first class itself. So by using those equations, that is, so if you want to control the speed of an induction motor, we have to reduce the stator dependent voltage. So by reducing the stator voltage, we can reduce the high slip induction motors. So for that we have one relationship. So what is that relationship? So we know that the torque is directly proportional to the square of the stator voltage. So that we know. So we have derived that equation, right? So we have derived that equation, that is T is equals to 3 by 2 omega ms V square divided by Rs plus Rr dash by S plus Xs plus Xr dash by S whole square. So T is directly proportional to V square. So that is the one relationship. So torque is directly proportional to the square of the voltage. This is one part. And current is proportional to the voltage. So I is equals to Vp square divided by Rs plus Rr dash by S whole square plus Xs plus Xr dash whole square. So this is one formula. So we have equations. V is directly proportional to T square and I is directly proportional to V. So by using these two equations in our mind, we can control the any speed of an induction motor, high slip induction motor. So got the point? So T is directly proportional to V square and I is directly proportional to V. So these are our two standard set of equations. So by reducing the torque, we can reduce the speed. So how to reduce the speed? By reducing the torque. So how to reduce the torque? By reducing the voltage. So how? We have the relationship. Torque is directly proportional to V square. So if you reduce the V, automatically T will be reduced. Torque will be reduced. So if you reduce the torque, speed will be reduced. So that we can obtain by using this relationship. So you can observe here. So this graph is drawn for the relationship between speed and torque. So for at the starting, yesterday also I have told that at the time of starting, the torque will be 0 and speed will be maximum. So similarly, this is the relationship. So at the time of starting, torque is 0, but speed is maximum. So for as torque is increases, speed is decreases, and at some particular point, that speed will be 0 for for one set of value, one set of torque. So these torques, so these relationships or graphs that we can obtain by varying the voltage. So this is a set of graph for the set of voltage V, and this is the relationship for the set of voltage V dash. Okay. So if you draw one torque, if you want to draw a characteristics for the torque, that is for load torque. So by balancing the voltage, by keeping the set of voltage constant set of voltage, then our the relationship, our nature of the graph will be TL. Dotted line is. So this is our nature of the characteristics of torque for speed and torque relationship. So we are using stator voltage reducing technique in order to control the speed of our induction motor, single phase induction motor. Okay, so we are reducing the torque by reducing the So we are reducing the voltage by reducing the torque. So torque and voltage, we have the relationship that is V square. And one more relationship is the voltage can be reduced by reducing the current that is flowing into our circuit. So that will be given by our relationship, current is proportional to voltage. So we can reduce the voltage by reducing the current or by reducing the torque. So this is the one thing. So this method of speed control with the help of suitable, so this kind of method, that is stator voltage reducing method. So this is suitable for controlling your fan and also pump drives. So in potentiometers use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, so that potentiometer technique is also depends upon our stator voltage reducing method. So ನೀವು potentiometer ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, so potentiometer ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ resistance ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. So as we keep on increase or decreasing the resistance, so as current is inversely proportional to the resistance, so if you decrease the resistance, it will increase the current. So when current will be increases, so automatically it increases the speed of the motor. Okay, so this method will be used in our fan. So motor efficiency, so we have the relationship between motor efficiency, eta will be equals to Pm by Pg. So efficiency of any motor will be given by output by input. So output of the motor will be our mechanical power, so input to our motor will be our electrical power. So if you divide output by input, you will get efficiency. So this efficiency, this efficiency will be given by our 1 minus S. S is our slip of an induction motor compared with our stator dependent rotor resistance. So we have one relationship now. What is that relationship? Eta is equals to 1 minus S. So S is slip. So slip is mainly depends upon our synchronous speed of a motor. So we know omega ms is just 2 pi f. So ns by 120 f by p. Ns is equals to 120 f by p. So if you want to use angular speed, so angular speed, then that will be equals to 1 s. So 2 by s, 1 minus 2 by s or 1 minus 2s. That formula we derive ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ನಾವು, slip, relationship between slip and speed of an induction motor. So here, by making use of this relationship, we are coming into one conclusion, that the efficiency of the motor, so the efficiency of the motor is decreases with decrease in speed. So efficiency of the motor is decreases with decrease in speed. So we have speed, the speed and torque relationship. So here the speed is reduces by reducing the torque. Similarly, here the speed is reduces by reducing the efficiency of the motor. So if you decrease the efficiency, automatically speed is decreases, or else vice versa. If the speed of the motor is decreases, the efficiency of that particular motor is also decreases. So we have concluded 2 points here. So speed control is obtained by dissipating the motor input power. So this is our motor input power, Pm. So efficiency is directly proportional to speed. So the speed is controlled. Now here efficiency is controlled by reducing the input of our motor. Similarly, the efficiency is directly proportional to speed. So like that, speed of the motor can be controlled by controlling the input of our motor, or else the speed is decreased. The speed is obtained by using dissipating motor input power, so which is in a rotor resistance. Okay, and because of this, what happens, the power dissipation may occurs in rotor, so which is overheat of rotor. So mainly namge the power input and the power output. So the power input of motor is nothing but dissipating of motor input is nothing but the power that is utilized in our rotor. Okay, so dissipating of motor input power in a rotor resistance. So that is directly depends upon our speed control. So because of this, what happens? The power dissipation. So this power dissipation is mainly occurs in rotor. So which is overheat the rotor. Okay. So variable voltage, the variable voltage for speed control. So that is be obtained by using our AC voltage controllers. So what are different AC voltage controllers? Our VSI, that is cycloconverters, or else our VSI drives, AC voltage controllers. What are the different AC voltage controllers? That is our inverters, or we can use cycloconverters. These are our AC voltage controllers. So variable voltage for speed controller, so that will be obtained by using cycloconverter or else VSI drives. Sorry, inverters. Okay. So control of a control. So control by a voltage regulator and soft start. Soft start. So what it means? So here we are using a cycloconverter, or else or else you can use it as an inverter. So what is made up of this inverter or cycloconverters? So these are made up by our thyristor banks, thyristor switches. So these are our different thyristor switches connected anti-parallel. Thyristors are nothing but our SCR. Okay, so we are using SCR here. So by making use of this SCR connected in anti-parallel, so if you are using in three-phase induction motor, so you will be having three set of anti-parallel connected thyristor devices. So which is acts as our cycloconverter or else inverter. So similarly, if you are using single-phase induction motor, so this is our three-phase induction motor. And similarly, if you want to use single-phase induction motor, so there we can use triac controller. So this triac, so what is meant by triac? So triac is our anti-parallel connected thyristors or a SCR. ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ SCR ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ SCR ನ ಆಂಟಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲೆಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಕ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟರ್. ಸೊ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯೋಮೀಟರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯೋಮೀಟರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ನೀವು ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೋಮ್, can just open that outer box. There you can witness a knob like structure. So this knob gives you the it decreases the resistance or increases the resistance. Tapping event. So similarly here, electronic fan regulator also will be having triac switches. So this triac will be used for controlling of the fan. Okay. So in delta connected connections, so if your motor is connected in delta connection, so the third harmonic voltage will be produced in motor, back EMF. So this causes the circulating current through windings, so which is increases the losses and thermal loading of motor. So if your motor is connected in delta connection, so what happens at that time? The current that is flowing into our delta connection, there will be a presence of our harmonics. Harmonic content will be there. So because of this presence of harmonics, what happens? The efficiency of the motor is decreases, and also our equipments. Now when windings ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಆ windings loss ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Windings may be dropped. So these windings, the losses in the windings, so that is in terms of the losses in the windings in terms of heat losses or else current that is flowing into through the different windings. So this current leads to heat up of our windings. That is called as our copper losses. So because of the presence of all these things, the losses may be we can witness. Okay. And speed. So when come to for speed, so speed of an induction motor, so that we are controlled by using our stator voltage control. So by connecting a variable resistance in series with the stator, so that variable resistance we can use by using our triac controller if you are using electronic fan regulator. So because of the poor efficiency, because of the poor efficiency of the resistance control, so ನಾವೀಗ resistance control ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Resistance control ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Potentiometer control, that is in our conventional methods of fan control. So there we were using resistance control. So this resistance control is poor in efficiency. So this is poor in efficiency. That's why we are switched into electronic based, that is triac control. Okay. So we can control the speed of an induction motor by controlling AC voltage regulators or else frequency, variable frequency drives. So previous class we were studied closed loop speed module of a variable frequency control of VSI. So that also we can use for speed control of our single phase induction motor. Okay. So because of the availability, because of the good technique, and because of the efficiency, we are not going for variable frequency techniques. So voltage control, so AC voltage control is best suitable technique. Okay. And the speed control is obtained by varying the conduction period of thyristors. So because of the availability and because of the good technique, we are using thyristor control techniques by using AC voltages. Okay. So this speed control we obtained by varying the thyristor firing angles. That is our conduction period. Okay. So voltage controllers, so they are allows a stepless constant of voltage from 0 value to maximum value. So these are used for self start of motors. And one more application of thyristor controlled devices are self start motors. So we can easily obtain self start motors. That's all. And braking. So this is one more point that I am added. The braking is not used here because the fluid flow has to be maintained constant against the variations in the pressures. So that nature. So now we study ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, that is for fan controller. Similarly, if you are going to interested to use for pump drives, so pump drive, the speed control of single phase induction motor used in pump drive. So in the pump drive we will be having fluids. So we have to maintain the fluid flow, fluid pressure. So that fluid flow or fluid pressure that we can obtain here. So by using constant against the variation in the pressures head, and also the nature of pump fluid. So what kind of fluid that we are using in our pump drives, and what is the pressure that is that we obtained by using the control valves. So these are all matters for deciding the nature of braking or nature of speed control. Okay. So these techniques provides us the adequate braking torques. So what we have studied, we are studying the speed control of single phase induction motor by using stator voltage control. So how we are controlling the stator voltage? So we have two relationship. One relationship is with respect to that is torque, and one more is with respect to current. So torque is directly proportional to the voltage square, and current is directly proportional to the voltage. So we have derived one nature of the graph by using our speed and torque characteristics, speed and torque relationship. So at the starting, the torque will be 0 and speed will be maximum. Okay. So this speed that will be gradually decreases. Speed is gradually decreases with change in the voltage. So if you are started the motor at some particular value, that starting voltage, so that take it as V, and after certain duration you want to control the speed. So if you want to control the speed, control the voltage, so that is given by V dash. So here V is greater than V dash. So that you can witness here. So by reducing the voltage, we reduce the speed. automatically we reduce the torque. Okay, and one more thing is efficiency. So we know that efficiency is directly proportional to the speed. So if you want to get the motor with higher efficiency, you have to run the motor with high speed. If you get the efficiency of the motor is very less, so that means the motor is run at less speed or lower speed. Okay, that's all. That's the thing about speed control of single phase induction motor. And we have seen the single phase induction motor. So single phase induction motor, I have shown. Okay, one more thing. Wait a second. Yes, here we have one relationship. Single phase induction motor nodibala ninne one. Okay, ninne. So there we have seen the forward field and backward field. So what is meant by forward field and the backward field? So in order to get the forward field, we divided our single phase induction motor, the mutual flux. We divided our mutual flux into two parts. One is at forward bias and another is at the reverse bias. So we have derived the characteristics observe ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Forward bias ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ characteristics ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, reverse bias ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ characteristics ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, right? Yeah, there we go. So here the single phase induction motor. So we are interested to control this single phase induction motor. So same ನಾವೇನಾಗಲೇ ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ತೋರಿಸಿನಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ AC voltage controller, so that we can see here. So this is for set of voltage 1. Dotted ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so this is the same graph that I have shown previously. So this is for forward bias, and similarly we can see the same kind of nature of the graph for backward field also. So this is the actual characteristics. Cursor move ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. So this dotted same. So ನೀವು V1 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ this will be this ಒಂದು characteristics ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ V ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ನೆಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಟಾರ್ಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೋಟರ್. ಸೈನುಸಾಯ್ಡಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಥರ. ಓಕೆ, so for forward field, the stator dependent rotor resistance will be 0.5 times, and but backward field it will be 0.5 divided by 2 minus s. Okay, so remember this, you will need this in solving the problems. So Sm, the slip will be given by the total slip of induction motor, single phase induction motor will be given by backward field speed plus the rotor speed divided by backward field speed. Similarly, you can use forward field speed plus the rotor speed divided by forward field speed also. So Sm is equals to 2 minus s. Omega ms plus 1 minus s into omega ms. So backward field speed, that is omega ms. The total rotor speed, rotor speed will be given by our 1 minus s into omega ms. So just to simplify, you will get 2 minus s. So remember this relationship, Sm is equals to 2 minus s for single phase induction motor. Okay, and this is our relationship for impedance R plus jx. RF plus JXF is for forward field, RB plus JXB is for backward field. So if you are using forward field, you have to use 0.5 by S. If you are using backward field, you have to use 0.5 by 2 minus S. So this is the relationship you should remember. 0.5 RR dash by S plus 0.5 XR dash. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದನ್ನೇ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ನಾವು. 0.5 RR dash by S plus 0.5 XR dash. So that is for RF plus JXF. And if you are using ZB, so ZB is nothing but our backward impedance. Backward field impedance is nothing but ZB. ZB is RB plus JXB. So RB plus JXB. So ಏನದು ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ 0.5 RR dash by 2 minus S plus 0.5 XR dash. So these two in parallel with mutual inductance 0.5 XM. Similarly here also, if you want to calculate the backward forward impedance, then this 0.5 XM in parallel with 0.5 XR dash plus 0.5 RR dash by S. Okay. So the same thing that I have written here, shown here, in parallel with 0.5 XM, in parallel with 0.5 XM. So these are your, similarly, in 3-phase induction motor use madidvalla, same equations for single phase induction motor also. But here we are taking into consider field na ನಾವು divide ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, forward field ಮತ್ತೆ backward field. Okay. So actually ಯಾಕೆ divide ಮಾಡಿರೋದು? Why we are divided the induction motor field into forward field and backward field? Because normally almost all our loads are inductive in nature. So inductive in nature is nothing but we are using induction motor into our, we are considering that as a load. So sometimes we are using it as a startings, and sometimes we are using the same motor as braking. So starting ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ, ಬ್ರೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So that's why we are divided. So the power transferred to the rotor P is equal to I square R or V square by R. Anything we can use. Just applied Ohm's law. Ohm's law applied into the field, and torque I square. So as I told now, T is directly proportional to I square. T is directly proportional to V square. I is directly proportional to V. So that relationship. And the total torque will be given by the torque at forward field and torque at backward field. So the torque at forward field and torque at backward field. So if you divide, just take into consideration, you will get the equation for torque. Is square divided by omega ms into Rf minus Rb. So Is square. Is is our stator current, the current that is flowing into our from the source, stator. Okay, omega ms is the speed, actually that is the motor is rotating at synchronous speed. Rf minus Rb. Rf is the field of the resistance, sorry, the forward field resistance, and the Rb is backward field resistance. Okay, this is for single phase induction motor and speed control of single phase induction motor. So this completes our induction motor drives. So this is entire 2 modules. So third module and fourth module. So very important. So be cautious. So we'll see the numericals in the next 2 sessions. Very important. So I will discuss in 2 sessions